play with these numbers. But you can see their impact overall and what it means for your weekly schedule and your time off. We would say, I think about 90% of people going through our boot camp who apply this formula end up changing their fee. Another 20 to 30% ultimately begin developing other streams of income when they discover that the one-on-one is not enough to provide the income they desire, but not until after they've got the business of their initial business, their one-on-one, and they manage those clinical practices needs well. Let's address any fears you might have about charging that fee, right? First, let's talk about the concept of customary and usual, or what the market can handle. Insurance companies have what is called usual and customary. And who decided the fees that were customary? The insurance company did. They decided for the benefit of their company what they would allow. It has nothing to do with the cost of you doing business or you sustaining the work. And comparing yourself to others around you is simply a way to kick up fear. The person down the street doesn't do what you do, nor do they have the circumstances of life that you have. You are unique. The relationship and service you provide cannot be replicated by another. And your needs and your lifestyle, they're your own. So comparing yourself to other people around you is like comparing apples to oranges. Plus, you really don't know how that other person is doing in their business. And then many of us think more training, more initials after our name, more certifications will give us permission to charge a full fee. And yet we all know therapists with tons of certifications that don't really connect deeply and do great work. Think about it in this way. If you lined up 3 great clinicians and 2 were okay for a cheap price and the other was awesome, exactly what you needed but pricey, who would you choose? How much does it cost for a facial at a high-end spa? All these things. Are you charging less than someone who would pay for a facial? One of the blocks is a fear of being money hungry or being perceived and judged as being in it for the money. So we find a lot of therapists start sliding their fee, they bargain their rates with clients, and as you saw, small changes over time to your fee really add up. Sliding scale fees should account for no more than 10% of your fees. In fact, we suggest you don't factor them into your business plan. There are also many, many ways to give back to the community and help others without sliding your fee that could be much more impactful. And we give a long list of these ideas in boot camp, but just think of other ways to serve beyond sacrificing your business. Service is part of a great business ethic. We encourage it, we support it, we coach on it, but you get to choose how you integrate this in your business model, and sliding scale may not always be the answer.
Now, what about this? What if the fee I need to charge is blank, but the insurance company reimburses something very different and much lower? What do? You have just a few options. 1, you can charge a higher fee so that the private pay clients subsidize the insurance clients. 2, you can ask the insurance for a raise and hope that changes the process for you or helps to close that gap. 3, you can drop the insurance panels that don't meet your needs and move on for them. 4, you could stop sleeping, stop getting good training and consultations, come to work when you're sick, stop paying taxes, skip lunches, let your house get foreclosed on, sell your house and rent a room, only shop at thrift stores, don't ever take time off, work weekends and see more clients than is clinically appropriate. You might be laughing or you might not be. This is the reality. There are a lot of people who are making these choices, whose houses are getting foreclosed on, who cannot support themselves based on the insurance contracts that they've accepted. Now that you're in a place where you have clarity about what your business needs are, you have to make some decisions about what to do with that. Insurance, not a bad thing, guys. It's not a big deal. In some areas, insurance reimbursement rates are totally sustainable. In other areas, they are not. For example, we have clients in Alabama who get reimbursed in like rural Alabama kind of, that get reimbursed more for the same CPT code as therapists in Los Angeles, like double for Alabama than LA with that cost of living. This is simply a business decision. And the ethical requirements that you adhere to are to do great work, not to take insurance. And if you determine that it's time to drop some or all of your insurance panels, it can be scary. We get it. Most of it's a mental game with yourself. Not everyone needs to get off insurance. Again, we're not anti-insurance. We're anti-building a business that isn't sustainable. You have to look at the math and see what works for you. If it's time to eliminate one or more panels, start off with not taking any more insurance clients for that panel. Consider those slots as being filled. Then start dropping the panels that are the worst and move on from there. Some of you may love using panels, the key is being on the right ones for your business goals. So drop the worst ones first. Slowly step off the others and give your clients time to adjust. Believe it or not, a lot of them will choose to continue to work with you. What about raising your fee? You may discover through this webinar that your fees have to go up. We want you to remember that this is not just about the betterment of your business, but when you raise your fee ethically, it's an opportunity for the therapeutic relationship as well. We want to prepare our clients for coping with change in the world. And what better way to do that than within the therapy room? We think it's a disservice if our clients never have to experience change in therapy. Yeah, consistency is nice, but so is presence when there's discomfort. If you need to raise your fee, it is. We teach the process in boot camp, but usually we advise our boot campers to start with new clients first. Anyone who calls, moving forward from the moment you determine your new fee from an educated, planned out place, you tell them your new fee. We find that boot campers who start in this way, they see it's okay, that people will pay the fee, they build their confidence to then raise their fee with their ongoing clients. So after you raise your fee for new clients, not long after, you don't want a huge lingering gap because of your integrity and the simplicity of running your business, you raise your fee for existing clients. Even raise your sliding scale clients. Give clients a 2-month notice in person and with a letter so they can digest the information after session. You want them to have time to process the fee raise and determine next steps, whether that be they stay or terminate and finish up therapy or they're referred out. When you're clear and confident about this decision, it allows you to be present for the range of emotions from your clients. If it's a huge jump for your clients, you can do a step-up plan for payment. You might lose some clients, but you have to make room for change in your business somehow. We've found we didn't lose clients. In fact, our clients made changes so that they could afford the fee, and it wasn't just because they were affluent or weren't affluent. I had people that were on fixed incomes and people who were out of jobs who were really focused. They valued the work and they wanted to make the investment in their health and relationships.